Okay. I think we got everything working. Good. Okay, so with a bit of help from ChatGPT and Gemini, I was able to get this. So I just made this height map in Blender, right? And then, yeah, code from ChatGPT got me, you know, a lot of mistakes in that code. Essentially, just every single line of code was wrong, and so it really took my understanding of GL from the last 25 years, yeah, make it work. And of course, I mean, its help was not completely worthless. It set me back a couple hours, but the result speaks for itself, I think. Obviously, we've got lighting, we've got, yeah, navigable with WASD and the mouse. So I'm able to, left, right, up, down, all that stuff. And yeah, so what's the purpose? So there's the minimum viable product for a game where when you go to the edge of the map, like I'm doing right now, and you see there's the sky, is going to keep on like generating more terrain. So you'll essentially have a world that you can, yeah, you can fly rapidly from one place to another, just like, yeah, Minecraft, right? Like voxel games. Let's think about that. So yeah, lighting is an important feature, right? And procedurally generated terrain, something I'm completely capable of. In fact, it is well within my capabilities right now. I don't have to ask ChatGPT for it, considering we actually did the original as a height map instead of this because we were like, well, we don't want to load in a model. That seems wasteful. So I just created a height map and had ChatGPT make a model based off it. And then I realized that it doesn't come with normals. So how do we do normals? Well, ChatGPT can't compute normals because it's a it's a chat bot. It's got like all kinds of knowledge and stuff, but it lacks the ability to understand like what format are the triangles in, what like if it hasn't already seen it before, it's just copying and pasting and like doing its best, but like it can't understand anything. Anyways, so normals are a problem that obviously needs to be solved. Not a big deal. I am completely on board with creating normals for procedurally generated terrain. So then the question is blue the right color? Well, obviously not. So we need some sort of texturing. Well, once it's textured, then what, right? Well, unfortunately, I know exactly where that goes, right? It looks nice, but then what, right? So you've got a plane, and that plane has physics, right? So you have velocity, you have lift, right, from the wings, and then you have, sorry, you have propulsion, drag, lift, and gravity, right? So those are the four directions: propulsion forward, drag backward, lift up, and gravity down. And that pretty simple set of rules gives you a very complex emergent phenomena known as flight, right? This idea of taking off, flying down, and then gaining speed, and then up, and then around, and then do a loop-de-loop, and then crash into the mountain because you caused your plane to stall, right? That's the whole idea of flight simulation. But my thought is that the most important part of this flight simulator is not the joy of flight. While I love the joy of flight, I think the more important thing is that you've got the opportunity to look at the horizon and get views like that, right? I don't even have to turn very far to get like a ooh, ah. And you can see that like these are obviously not the right colors, right? Obviously we need to, we need to work on that. But at a distance, you get this like, this kind of bluish, pale blue, right? And then as it's closer and closer to the camera, you have this, more saturated, more richly populated stuff. I think that's pretty hard to do. There isn't like there isn't a way to add trees to the game without making the whole thing way worse. And so yeah, trees are a problem. It's a good problem to figure out, right? But yeah, I'll release Fly because it seems like a cool project. No matter what, this is essentially a whatchamacallit. This is what artists call what do artists call this? I guess we should ask ChatGPT what artists call this. Maybe we can ask an artist. Landscape? Oh, it's a landscape. It's a landscape thing. It's a landscape thing, right? Because like as an artist, I find myself doing this a whole bunch, right? You get your, Bob Ross, essentially. You want this left side of the thing to be a mountain, and then in the distance you've got two other mountains, right? And then you've got like a storm in the sky, right? So this is what I want Fly to be, right? Of course, it needs a better name because Fly is, a word. Needs something like, we'll figure that out later. I'm rambling, so yeah, I guess 9 minutes. Oof, that's gonna need some cuts, huh? What do I have to say? Yeah, I'll do a second version. I'll do a second video. This one kind of just shows off like, ooh, ah. You have no idea. You have no idea what ChatGPT and I were up to last night around midnight. Anyhow, oh yeah, I should do a far away one so you know what this model looks like. So yeah, these are all the triangles, all the all the triangles. You can kind of see, like, it's kind of cool, right? Like when you're far away from it, it looks like, yeah, it looks like something, right? And then you get closer in, and then you're like, wait, what? Wait, what? Maybe that's the clip. Anyhow, let's end it here.